Good morning, everyone, and welcome out to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the 2013 Conference USA Softball Tournament Championship game between the number 2 seed Houston Cougars and the number 4 seed, the Marshall Thundering Herd.
We knew we were getting ready to step on the field. It was almost a calming feeling, and it was almost a, like, we've got this. Like, at the end of the day, this is ours. With Savannah, I mean, that girl never shuts up in pregame. She's so fired up. She's just ready to kill. And then the seniors, this might be their last game. And if it's not their last game, they're winning CUSA championship, something they've worked for 4 years. And so just thinking about all that, it was just, you're just ready to go.
As the game got started, Andy Williamson and the Marshall defense recorded the first 2 outs in only 4 pitches. And after a walk to Holly Anderson, Haley Uten, the CUSA Player of the Year, stepped up and went gunning after the first pitch.
Williamson winds and delivers. Uten gets a piece of it. It's going to make its way to left center field. Ranging over to make the catch is Kayla Green as she slides in and makes the grab. Green was calling it from the beginning.
It was exciting because it was Haley Uten and she's like all-American, like this big hitter, and I caught it.
It was really probably my ball. It was more to center field, but from the get-go, KG called that. She did not make me question one bit that she had that ball. And so, I mean, literally I came down her and I was like, I'm moving out of the way. She called this ball, she's got it, she's going hard.
Like I said earlier, our team builds off stuff like that. Like, we bring our own energy, but when we do stuff like that, our energy's out of the roof. Like, no one can handle us when our energy gets that.
In the bottom of the first, Marshall would get 2 runners on after back-to-back hits from seniors Ashley Gu and Jasmine Valle. But the Herd could not capitalize.
Still wasn't worried. No one really was worried. I mean, it happens. To get back-to-back hits, we knew that we're on the right track.
With our team, if we're at least making contact, we're going to score. I'm not worried.
Just got to keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting.
The Cougars stranded 2 more runners in the top of the second as Julia Pacina sent a grounder right back to the circle. Then, in the bottom of the second, Catalin Lucas came through, then capitalized from a Houston error.
18 RBI this season. Uten winds and delivers. That one's outside. It's going to be a line drive to right field. That's going to go over Gaber's head all the way to the fence. Lucas is rounding around for second base. Christina Braxton is going to try and make her way home. And it's a throw into the dugout. Christina Braxton will come in and score. Lucas advances to third, and then because of the throw, she was going on the throw, she will get to come home after the errant throw went into the dugout. Marshall has the 2-0 lead.
The play was a hit and run, and so I got a really good jump. I knew it was gonna, like, I had a really good feeling, and I'm not far from second base at all, and I hear up, and I freak out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get doubled up. She hit a pop-up, and then I find the ball myself, which is also the wrong thing to do. I'm supposed to make a coach. But I find the ball myself, and I realize it's gonna hit, and like in my mind, I knew I was gonna score. And it was like, yeah, we scored first, and that's when we were pumped. We were there. When we were already like energized and ready to go, when she scored, it's like, yeah, you know, score first, so let's stick around that Cougar.
Marshall was 27-6 during the season when scoring first. The Cougars would get a run across the plate in the top of the third as Haley Uten drove in Katie St. Pierre with a single to right center field.
Haley Uten, like, she hit a pitch that I feel like I could have thrown better. So it's always a relief to know that they got a hit off something. That's something that I can improve, so next at bat she won't see that again.
Then Marshall would answer as the Thundering Herd would punch in another run in the bottom of the fourth.
Lucas comes through. She'll rip a base hit into right field. Brianna Hope stops at second base. Maine from right outside of Houston, Texas. She'll rip at the first one. It's going to drop in just fair on the right field line. She's waiting. She'll round on around for second. Coming in, sliding in safely at home is Brianna Hope. And Lucas is safe at third. Bain is safe at second.
You have so much faith in your team to get it done, so it's just like when Caddy steps up, you're just like, all right, you got to keep it going. You can't just like kill it here. You gotta keep going, especially with the runner in scoring position. Deidre
Uten is now pulled. Summer Groholski will come into the ballgame.
If you're in a championship game and you take out their ace, there's no better feeling than that. I think that was them just giving up. That's what we said.
In both the fourth and fifth innings, the Marshall defense committed an error. But with confidence sky high and an ultimate determination, the errors had no effect for Houston. except maybe to tease them. The herd would get out of each inning with 3 straight outs.
To see somebody be able to bounce back and know that, even though she made a mistake, you don't have to worry about her standing there in the dirt, kicking dirt, pouting, but that she was going to say, yeah, I made a mistake, I'm not going to do it twice, and I'm going to show you guys that I can do this. And she did.
And my teammates picked me up really well too, because they were like, we got you, don't worry, it's just one. And I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of the inning, so it wasn't like anybody was on third and they scored, just like it was a hiccup and we took care of it.
A deep blast from Shea Braxton would force Houston to make a second pitching change in the bottom of the 5th.
Love an opportunity to get back at it. She's going to rip one deep into right field. Can Gaber get back in time? It is off to the fence. Braxton rounding around. She slides safely into second. Paye safe at third. And now Bailey Watts will come into the contest.
Bailey Watts kept the herd from pushing across any more runs, and so the Marshall defense kept a 2-run lead heading into the top of the 7th.
I ain't gonna lie, top of the 7th, I was like so nervous but so excited at the same time. When their hitters came up there, their faces were just like they knew they were beat. They had like given up.
I remember people were about to cry when we went out on the field, and I was just like, guys, have fun. We're about to be champions. I'm pretty sure we probably talked about how hard we were, just take it one pitch at a time and slow down.
The Cougars were back at the top of the lineup. Katie St. Pierre stepped up for the 4th time.
Williamson sends another one outside. That's going to be a dribbler over to Hope. She picks it up, throws to first base in time. Out number 1. Brianna Hope, the senior, throws it to the senior Alyssa Hively at first for out number 1.
I was waiting for her ball, you know what I mean? As soon as I got it, just whoop, done. That's one. One down, 2 more to go.
Up next at the plate, Kendra Cullum. After a couple of foul balls, Andi Williamson got her reaching.
Got a grounder right back up the middle. Williamson gets it, throws to first base, out number 2.
For her to hit it back to Andi and to get that real easy little out, that was perfect.
2 down, her, 2 down, 2 there. But at that time, everybody's doing the rally, and I got it, 2, everybody's so excited. And I was sitting there, looking around, smiling.
Down to its final out, Houston put all of its hopes in 2-time All-Conference selection, senior Holly Anderson.
She did not walk up with that same confidence, very shoulder shrugged, dragging.
I think she knew, game over. That's how I felt.
And I look over and I look down to see what everybody's facial expression, and Farrick's tearing up, Farrick's crying. I'm everybody's Farrick, why are you crying? She's I'm Farrick.
With emotions running high, an entire year came down to 1 pitch.
2-1 count, 2 outs. Can Williamson get it here? Let's see. She fires one in. It's got a rounder right back up the middle. Williamson throws to first base in time. Out number 3, Marshall is your 2013 Conference USA Tournament champions. The team that lost in the championship last year comes right back. They get the victory, and they move on straight to the NCAA Regional Tournament.
Yeah, I was almost in tears before we won, and I don't even know where the ball went. After I caught it, I just threw it somewhere. And I just ran and grabbed Andi. But I just stopped and watched everybody. And I look out, and me and Ashley we're best friends. And I look out to Ashley, and Ashley's doing the same thing. It was a relief. This weight, this chip that was in her shoulder from the year before, it was finally off.
I looked at Jasmine, and Jasmine looked at me. That's how you know we're best friends. We just walked toward each other. We didn't even run. I just walked in. Everybody's celebrating every year, jumping, throwing gloves, going crazy. And me and Jazz were just walking toward each other, and we just hugged. And I'm oh.
I don't know who I raced first. I had no clue. I just ran after somebody and grabbed somebody. You know what I mean? And that was the most happiest time. I was smiling. I was crying in tears. I was happy. I was yes, we won. Jameson, first best team in Marshall history. That's what freaks me out today. Because here comes Coach Stanton saying that from the fall of our year. So we'll be the best team in Marshall history. Kept saying it every day, every day, every day. And this is the day. Best team in Marshall history.
It's really exciting, but it's so surreal. Even after we won, I didn't feel like we won. I was like, is this real life? Did we just win? But I couldn't help. But as soon as we won, I look up to my dad and give my dad a fist bump, because my dad and me were real close, and he was a competitor and an athlete, so we talked a lot about stuff, and it was just so exciting to see the the smiles and the happiness like on our team.
Just overwhelming emotions. You couldn't even explain it. You know, getting to put on the shirts and the hats. I mean, I feel like we just won like the Super Bowl, you know, because I mean, that's the kind of thing I see on ESPN.